with us from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Is it really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one? It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Kennesaw State Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hilltoppers offense will be first on the attack. And now taking the field, Rodney Tisdale. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Anderson wants to throw. Into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Parrish. Here's a little room there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. Turning it on. Touchdown, Toppers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Gary. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Kennesaw State right back to work. Anderson will throw. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Run in the red zone. It's good. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Owls! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Smith. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
The Hilltoppers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the left side. Maybe a crease. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Let's it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too...
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these.
Snags it, and he's open. All the way! Touchdown, WKU!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Running inside. It's good. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Kennesaw State right back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the right. Williams got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second.
Number 89, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Flowers. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Zips it out to his man. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Anderson will throw. Fires to the right. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Hilltoppers took it all the way back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got an open man. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Owls! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a bad. Worth of fair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with Coach Mack at halftime. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now facing a 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They'll go right back to him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Toppers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Hood. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Kennesaw State right back to work.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got enough for the first. Finding some room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Western Kentucky, 42. Kennesaw State, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense has it, they're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a gap, it's Parrish. They'll give him maybe one on the play, it's down to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense... Out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. From the red zone, it's good. He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Kennesaw State, 35.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Flowers. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. It's a draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be third and long. Anderson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. He'll pull it on the read. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. A strike downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flowers. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got a little grass. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Hilltoppers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. In the red area, it's Parrish. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off. Offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wideout. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout call just before the delay of game. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Anderson wants to throw. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, WKU.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.